For 40 years, Ram Dass practiced the same meditation every day. 7 minutes, one simple mantra. It changed everything about how he experienced life. Today, I'm teaching you his loving awareness practice, and if you do this daily, you'll never see yourself the same way. Welcome to Major Inspiration. The loving awareness practice was Ram Dass's daily foundation. It shifts your identity from ego, the part that worries and judges, to awareness, the part that witnesses with love. Let me show you how. What is loving awareness? Ram Dass taught that you are not your thoughts, emotions, body, or story. You are the awareness that witnesses all of these things. Think about it. Who's noticing your thoughts right now? Who's aware of your breath? That's awareness. And Ram Dass realized this awareness isn't cold, it's inherently loving. Pure consciousness is love itself. The problem is we forgotten. We identify with our ego, the voice that judges, compares, and worries. The ego says, I'm not good enough. Something's wrong, but awareness just is. It doesn't judge. It doesn't resist. It witnesses everything with unconditional love. This practice helps us remember who we really are. Not the ego that suffers, but the loving awareness that's always been here. When you practice consistently, something shifts. You stop being controlled by thoughts and emotions. You become the space where they arise and pass. The 7-minute practice set aside 7 minutes. Here's exactly how Ram Dass did it. Step 1. Find a comfortable seat. Sit comfortably, spine straight, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Step 2. Take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in deeply, hold, exhale slowly. Do this 3 times. This signals we're entering meditation. Step 3. Begin the mantra. Silently repeat, I am loving awareness. That's it. Just these 4 words over and over. Not I should be or I want to be. I am. Present tense. This is who you already are. Step 4. Let it become a rhythm. Don't coordinate with breath. Just let the phrase repeat naturally. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. Step 5. When thoughts arise, your mind will wander, and that's normal. When you notice you're lost in thought, gently say, that's not who I am. I am loving awareness. Then return to the mantra. This is the magic moment. You're recognizing thoughts arise in me, but they're not me. I am the awareness watching them. Step 6. Rest in the feeling. After a few minutes, you might feel spaciousness, love, or peace. Don't chase it. Just rest. Keep returning to I am loving awareness. Step 7. Practice for 7 minutes. Minimum. Ram Dass did this daily for at least 7 minutes, often longer. Set a gentle timer. Why this transforms you? Here's what happens with consistent practice. First, you stop identifying with thoughts. Most people think they are their thoughts. I'm anxious means I am anxiety. Through this practice, you realize anxiety is arising in awareness. You are the awareness, not the anxiety. That's freedom. Second, you develop self-compassion. When you repeat, I am loving awareness, you affirm your inherent lovability. Not because you accomplish something, but because love is your nature. Third, you become the witness. Ram Dass called this witness consciousness. You start watching your life like a movie, still engaged, still feeling, but no longer identified with every drama. There's a part that remains peaceful even when life is chaotic. Fourth, you connect to something larger. This awareness isn't personal, it's universal. The awareness in you is the same in everyone. This naturally leads to compassion. Finally, you experience more love. Not romantic, not conditional, but unconditional love. The love that simply is. Ram Dass's journey with this Ram Dass practiced this from his time in India until his death. Even after his stroke in 1997, when speaking was difficult, he continued daily. He said the stroke was his greatest teacher because it forced him deeper into witness consciousness. He couldn't think as quickly. He couldn't plan and control. He had to just be. Rest in loving awareness. In later years, students asked, "What's the most important practice?" Ramdas would smile and say, "Remember who you are. You are loving awareness. Everything else is just your costume." He taught that you don't need to become enlightened. You just need to remember what's already true. You are loving awareness, temporarily pretending to be a person. This was his way of remembering every single day for 40 years, making it daily. Here's how to integrate this. Morning foundation. Do this first thing before checking your phone, 7 minutes. This sets your intention for the day. Micro practices. Throughout your day, when you notice you stress, pause and silently say, "I am loving awareness." It becomes an anchor. Evening reflection. Before bed, another 7 minutes, reflect on your day from the perspective of loving awareness, not judging, just witnessing. Go deeper. Once comfortable with 7 minutes, extend to 10, 15, or 20 minutes. Ramdas sometimes meditated for an hour with this mantra. The key is consistency. Daily practice over weeks and months creates transformation. This isn't a quick fix. It's a remembering that deepens over time. The deeper truth, Ram Dass discovered something profound. When you rest in loving awareness long enough, you realize there's no separation between you and everything else. The awareness observing your thoughts is the same awareness in all beings. This isn't just philosophy, it's direct experience. When you practice, you start feeling it. The boundaries between me and not me begin to dissolve. You realize you're not a separate person having experiences, you're the field of awareness in which all experience arises. This changes everything. You stop taking yourself so seriously. You stop feeling so alone. You relax into what you've always been. Ram Dass gave us 4 words that can change your life. I am loving awareness. Not complicated, not requiring years of study, just a daily practice of remembering. Set a timer for 7 minutes after this video. Close your eyes, repeat the mantra. Notice what happens. Subscribe to Major Inspiration. Comment, what did you experience? Remember, you are loving awareness. Everything else is just a costume.